Hey guys, it's me, Mr. 250, and welcome to an update video. It's been a while since I've had one of these, and I had a few things I wanted to say. First off, I've actually got a script right here in front of me, which this is the first time in quite a while that I've actually done a script. I only do these type of things for if I have a lot to say, and I need to keep my thoughts together, which is something I need to do right here. So, first off, a big portion of this update video is going to be on future Let's Plays, which, the next Let's Play I plan on doing will be Virtue's Last Reward. It's a sequel to the Zero, it's a sequel to 999. It's one of the games in the Zero Escape series, and I really liked the 999 game. It was really neat, and this game is... I've heard it's not quite the same level that 999 was, but at the same time it's still very good. So I'm very excited for this one. It's about a 29-hour game for a full run-through. And I have a little bit more to say about that game later, but we're going to move on from that for right now. Second game, because keep in mind, I believe that Steins Gate and Tales of Exilia 2 are going to end near about the same time, plus or minus a month. This Virtue's Last Reward would come first, and hopefully about a month later or so, I would start a new series, which I've got a couple games I'm interested, but the three I'm most interested in would be the original Paper Mario, Trauma Team, which is a game from the Trauma Center series. It's not quite part of that series, but it's darn close. And another possible game would be Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. And the purpose of this video is to ask you guys if you have any, interest in any of those. And next, what I wanted to go over was a bunch of games that I'm interested in, but I don't know when I want to do them. I want to do them at some point. I just don't have an exact date of when I want to do these games. And I'm just going to list them all out, which underneath each of these pictures that you're going to see are a list of average hours from the How Long to Beat website for these games. So on the list would be Metroid Prime 3, Tomb Raider, the new one that came out, I believe, in 2013, Valkyria Chronicles, Xenoblade Chronicles, Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, Super Paper Mario, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Ghost Trick, Transistor, Dishonored, Bastion, and Shadow of the Colossus. Keep in mind, these times vary by a lot. For example, Xenoblade Chronicles is a 70-hour game, which is a huge commitment if I were to end up doing that. So, like I said, these are games that I'm interested in, and I wouldn't mind doing a Let's Play of, but some things like Xenoblade Chronicles might just not happen. It's such a long game. I would be invested in that for, honestly, a long time. Keep in mind, if you take the hour count and double it, that equals how many episodes I would have to make to do it. So for Xenoblade Chronicles, that could be 140 episodes, which, take that number, divide it by 15, I don't know math, you get roughly the number of months it would take me to do said Let's Play, which for Xenoblade Chronicles would be quite a bit. But I'm just giving that as an idea out. Let me know what you guys think. That's the most important thing, is let me know if any of those titles in particular interested you guys, and if so, how interested would you be in watching said title. And then I had a few more games that I know one of them I know I want to do. The other one I'm interested in doing, but these are something I'm going to have to do in the future because I know they're long games. So, the first one is Nier. This is a game that actually got some fairly poor reviews by a large portion of the, or not a large, a decent section of the general review people, IGN. Actually, I don't know if IGN gave it a bad score, but I'm sure they did because I hate IGN. And a number of other publishers gave Nier bad scores, but Nier is actually a really interesting game that I really want to play through, and the best way I've heard it explained is that it's a horror game, but it's not horror in the boo, ah, the type of things that I like to do webcam videos for. It's a horror game in that, without spoiling it, it's an adult type of horror game, where instead of being worried about something jumping up and scaring you in the dark, you're more worried about if you're going to be able to save your daughter. That's a very vague way to put it, but that's something that happens in the game. Sorry, I've got hot chocolate. It's delicious. And then the other one, and I'm going to butcher this name so bad, but it's going to be on screen, so you can look for yourself. Umineko, When They Cry. It's a visual novel. It's a very, very long visual novel, as you can tell, which is the only reason that I'd be adverse to doing it. I definitely want to play it, but I don't know if I want to let's play it just due to how long it is. But let me know what you guys think. Doesn't mean it's written off the list, but it's definitely something I'd be interested in, but keep in mind that would be a very long endeavor, especially for a visual novel. So the likelihood of me doing that is low, but I wanted to bring it up for the sake of having it known. So that's it for the future Let's Plays. Sorry, this is going to be a very long update video, I know, but I have a lot of things I wanted to say in this. Okay, so moving on to the rest of my update video. The next thing I wanted to talk about is Virtue's Last Reward. That's the next Let's Play I'm going to be doing. And I was actually planning on getting this for the 3DS, which would require me to first get a 3DS, because I don't actually own one at the moment. Because the regular DS has been fulfilling all of my needs as I need it, for Let's Plays and otherwise. But I'd have to get a 3DS capture card, which currently are around $150, I believe, or $200, somewhere around there. So that would be a very, actually, I think I'm not sure, but it would be a very expensive addition to my my video making equipment. And I was wanting to do it, I was more than willing to do it, I just didn't have the money for it right now. Which is why I was actually planning on doing Virtue's Last Reward later. But I was actually told by a friend recently that there's this new device coming out called the PS TV. And what it allows you to do, for my purposes, is it allows you to play PlayStation Vita games on your television, which is perfect for me, because I could get Virtue's Last Reward for PS Vita, play it on that, record it with my television capturing equipment, and do all that for about $120, roughly. Which is really cool. That's amazing to me, that I could do that for so much less. I was looking at a $400+ price tag, and being able to achieve that for $120 is ridiculously reasonable comparably. So that's the route I'll be taking. Alright, next thing, the Tales of Xillia 2 sessions, as of recently, have turned into rather long sections. I normally try to keep my Let's Plays to about 30 minutes or so, plus or minus. I have a bad habit of hitting plus more than minus, but I try to keep it about 30 minutes. And for the most part, I've been able to keep that up, except for I've been noticing when I played through the first Tales of Xillia, when they'd have side quests, they'd have a lot of side quests, just like this game. And that would require me to sit down for relatively long sections of time, being that I'd sit down and I'd record a section of the side quest. And then, 2 days later, another video would come out, more side quests. And then 2 days later, another video comes out, more side quests. I'm doing side quests for a week straight. That's kind of boring to me, just in the fact that, in terms of watching it, you watch a Let's Play, and for a week straight, they do nothing but side quests. That's kind of boring to me. And it's not in the fact that they're doing side quests. I wouldn't mind them doing the side quests, but they didn't get anywhere in the main story. So I'm experimenting right now with, okay, well, how about instead of doing 3 separate sections of side quests, let's do, instead of doing 3 half-an-hour sections, let's do 1.5-hour section of doing all the side quests. And as of right now, it seems like a better idea to me, but let me know what you guys think about that, and if you think it's bad or not. I know it's bad in the case that for people with limited time, you don't have all the time in the world to watch videos, so if I put out too much, then you can't keep up with it. And I can definitely empathize with that. So let me know what you guys think. As of right now, I'm going to keep going the way I'm going unless I see a strong reason otherwise. Okay, and this is going to be the last section of the video. So I've noticed I've gotten quite a lot of subscribers recently, and I'm not exactly sure where all of them came from. I know it's summer, so in summer people have more time, less school, possibly less work, and that type of jazz. And it makes it easier for people to watch YouTube videos, and people have more time to do so. So I got a lot of subscribers. Didn't surprise me except for at the sheer volume of them. I was expecting maybe, 20 or 30 over the summer rather than the ridiculous number I'd get like every day. It kept going up. I actually just surpassed 200 subscribers recently, which is really cool. Really happy about that. So my first question is, did anybody come through it in an unusual way? Like, did I get a recommendation somewhere by chance? Or was it just, you were looking for so-and-so video and you happened to find me? Just curious. I made a script for this, and it's funny because when you try to speak it, sometimes I just write things and it doesn't make sense when I say it. It's so weird. So I just said a lot of this, and I think I'm going to re-say it. So the way that I do Let's Plays is similar but different to the way the other people do Let's Plays. I'd say more similar than different, but a lot of people do Let's Plays on the new game that came out, on things that they think will draw a large audience, aka, Minecraft or Call of Duty, big budget. Big budget isn't the word, but big interest games, those type of games. And I don't generally do that. I try to do games that I think are most off, the biggest, most important thing is that the game has to be of interest to me and myself. If I'm not enjoying it, then unless I think I can get through it and people are enjoying it, I'll usually quit it. Case in point, I've had a few series I've quit. One of them was the original Mass Effect. It just ended up being hard to do, and it just didn't quite click with me. I was having trouble with it, so I stopped that. But I can do a Let's Play on anything that I find interesting, and that I think would be interesting to watch. Case in point, the game Journey. Very interesting game. I actually haven't played it yet. I've been planning on doing it. I'm going to do it soon. That would be a very fun game to me, I feel like, based upon recommendations and what I've seen of it. But it's a game to be experienced, and not so much a game to watch online, which you could physically watch it, but you wouldn't get nearly the same experience as you would playing it. So that's one of the type of games that I wouldn't want to do a Let's Play on. But, things with story, things that have an overall plot going on, those are the types of things that I find generally fun to do a Let's Play of. At least as of yet. That's what I've found over my 2+ years of doing YouTube Let's Plays. And I think it's gone fairly well so far. Anyway, I think that's about where I want to wrap it up. I don't really have anything left to say. The odd thing about having a script is that it can make it hard for you to say things you want to say, which is weird to think about. Because I've written up the script on all the things I wanted to say, but sometimes I have extra things I want to add that I think of later. And it's kind of hard, because you feel like you want to stick to the script, and if you get off the script, you're going to get lost. So it's a very weird thing for me. I can definitely see the use of it, though. I can also see the use of video editing. Very helpful for these type of things. So, sorry about rambling for quite a bit. I know that was a long thing. And if you're still here after all this, thank you very much for listening to me. It really does mean a lot. My big thing that I wanted out of this was to drop some information on you guys as to what's happening. I wanted to get ideas on future Let's Plays. I've dropped some towards the beginning of things. Virtue's Last Reward is pretty much it's a not gonna move thing. Definitely want to do that, but everything else is more or less negotiable. So let me know what you guys think if you're interested in any of those games in particular. If you have any other ideas that I haven't listed, let me know, and I can discuss them in the comments on whether or not I think it's a good idea. I mean, heck, that one visual novel I was talking about to the end, the Umineko, When They Cry, that one, I didn't even know about that originally, and looking into it, it looks incredibly interesting. Same thing for 999. I actually had no idea about that game originally. Got told about it online, looked into it, seemed really fun, and finally got a capture card and did it. I mean, I did it after The World Ends With You, but that withstanding, I did it, and it was so much fun. It was so much fun. So let me know if you guys have any ideas for other Let's Plays. Thank you so much for, watching and commenting. Love it. And if you guys have any future ideas, let me know. That's really all I can think of to say. I hope everything went well video editing side, because I haven't really ever done anything like this. I'm hoping to make it somewhat competent looking. Maybe even professional? That'd be cool. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!